You're listening to the Body Contouring Academy's Proven Profits podcast, where you'll learn simple, actionable strategies from real-world, wildly successful body contouring professionals to help you generate more revenue, realize the profits you deserve, and create the life you desire. I'm Shannon Schimmel.
And I'm Kay Overly, and we're your hosts of the Proven Profits podcast. Welcome back to the Body Contouring Academy's Proven Profits podcast. I'm Kay, Shannon's here too, and in today's episode 14, we're going to show you how you can multiply your profits effortlessly applying the consistency principle of persuasion.
It's a given. We all must be able to persuade to sell. In earlier episodes, we discussed about persuasion in sales and identified the 6 principles of persuasion. Let's review. They are reciprocity, liking, consistency, authority, consensus, and scarcity.
In episodes 12 and 13, we examined 2 of these principles, the principle of reciprocity and the principle of liking. We broke both of these down and provided you with simple steps that you can use to apply these principles to send your sales soaring. Today, we're taking it one principle further as we continue to examine that subject of persuasion. Listen carefully as we'll provide you with an easy plan of action to convert more sales. So let's begin our probe into the principle of commitment, often referred to as the principle of consistency. What's this one all about?
All of us strive to be a certain type of person, a person whose actions stand true to our values and our beliefs. And we're committed to staying consistent with those values and beliefs. We're really hard on ourselves to make sure we do. In fact, we judge ourselves by our ability to strictly adhere to these values and beliefs. It's wrapped up as part of our own self-image.
And these are completely normal human feelings. It's normal human behavior. It's that behavior that arises from our deep human need as humans to be consistent. Hence, principle of consistency, also known as principle of commitment. So, considering this need to be consistent, it's easier to get people to agree if they see that what they're agreeing to is consistent with what they've already done or said or agreed to. This is especially true if they said it or did something in your presence, or in other words, more of a public agreement. So how can we apply this principle to our body contouring businesses?
One way to do this is during your consultation with the patient. As you educate the patient about the procedure or your services, ask for the patient's agreement along the way. So here are some examples. So with just one treatment, you can see up to 24% fat reduction. That's awesome, right? It's hard to say no to that, isn't it?
You could also say, so with this month's promotion, you're going to save $200 on your treatment. You don't want to pass that up, do you?
Or you've tried diet and exercise and it hasn't worked for you. I understand. It's time to get some help, right?
Getting these types of agreements along the way during the consultation process and even before the consultation process increases the likelihood that the patient will see herself as your customer, see yourself as confirming what you have to offer is really great, and then agree again and again, leading to that agreement for the big initial sale and then to repeat sales.
You can use these types of statements on the phone as well. For example, you could say, so you have that reunion coming up in June. It's time to get in and get started, right?
You can even use this principle in your marketing. Here's an example. Ask the patient to like your Facebook page. And after the patient has liked it, she'll feel the need to do something for you that's consistent with that later. Why is that? The consistency of the liking you. By liking your page, she's made a commitment. So if you ask her next, maybe to write a Facebook review, most likely she'll agree. Why? Because it's consistent with her previous public commitment to you, liking your page.
So make use of the principle of consistency in your practice. Get patients to make simple agreements. They will see themselves as your customer, and these actions will lead them down the path to saying yes again and again.
Well, that brings us to your action step for this episode. You've already heard our examples. Now come up with about 5 statements or requests of your own, and there'll be ones that you're thinking you'd like to use with your patients so they'll agree. And then start implementing. Include these statements or requests as part of your conversations and communications. See what happens.
That's it for today. Join us next time as we discuss the authority principle of persuasion and how you can use it to achieve insanely high conversion rates. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode.
Bye for now from Kay and Shannon at the Body Contouring Academy's Proven Profits Podcast.